everyone, and thank you for joining today's webinar. I believe that we can start, even though the number of participants is still going up. We have some sort of introduction, so I hope that you will enjoy today's topic that we have prepared. Let me just share the screen. Hello again, and thank you for joining today's webinar. We have a topic that we are really passionate about, and that is strategic benefits of partnering with the UC software manufacturer presented by Bicom Systems. My name is Biljana, I am marketing manager, and I will be your host for today. As organizations continue to navigate the complexities of modern communication landscapes, the impact of choosing the right UC software manufacturer has become crucial. And today we will explore all of the benefits of partnering with a UC software manufacturer, from enhanced collaboration down to mutual success and growth. Your presenters today are Sarah Doucette, Partner Success Representative, Alma Yunuzovic, Deployment and Training Engineer, and Philip Royden-Turner, Account Manager, available for all of your sales-related questions. Let me just go quickly through the agenda for today. First, we will present who we are and why should you choose us. Then we will move on to the exclusive benefits of partnership. We will tackle Bicom Systems products and what is the value that we bring beyond the product. Then we will talk about customer onboarding process and satisfaction. And we have a special offer for all of the attendees, so make sure that you stay until the end of this webinar. I would also like to encourage you to write down all the questions that you may have. Our panelists will gladly answer them. So without further ado, Sarah, the floor is yours.
Thank you. Hi, everybody. So starting with why work with us and who are we? So at Bicom Systems, our success story is not just about technology. It's really about people. By seamlessly integrating open standards telephony, we provide a turnkey solution that is tailored to your unique needs. We like to focus on connection and communication to be able to support you while you support your customer. Since day one, the goal for Bicom has really always been to liberate the world from traditional communication systems. And we're able to do that by focusing on producing a high quality system while forging strong and lasting relationships with our partners. So what is partner success? So as a partner success representative, my day-to-day goal is to ensure our partners are making the most out of the products that we provide. Since we see our partners as individuals with completely unique needs, this can look very different from one account to another. Whether you are a fairly new business, maybe you need a bit more support with marketing materials, navigating your account portal, assistance with setting up Glowcom, features, etc. Or maybe you are a already completely established business with us who's been with us for 10 years. We're flexible enough to support you, whether you are working with a local coffee shop, or maybe you're working with a 800-room hotel on the Las Vegas Strip. And that example is actually, we do have a partner who is providing services to about 80% of the hotels on the Las Vegas Strip. So that just goes to show that we are extremely flexible. We want to work with you guys as individuals with completely different needs. So whether that be a weekly check-in meeting, maybe it's quarterly check-in meeting, we are completely adaptable to that. Just to show again how we can support you and the flexibility that we have when it comes to your in-house resources. Again, whether you are a very small business that's just starting or you're very established and you've been with us for a long time, we do even have 3 different deployment options, as you can see here: cloud services, on-premise services, and even a hybrid option for even more flexibility. We also have partners, just for example, that are located all over the world. So the partner success team is made up of 4 different representatives covering 2 different time zones. So 2 of our representatives are working on the European time zone to cover all of your needs there. And then 2 of us are working on the US and Canadian time zone. So we did it this way to make sure that all of the needs were covered, to make sure that we're not just focusing on US or focusing on Europe. We want to make sure that we're adaptable to whatever you guys need. Some benefits of partnering with Bicom from the partner success point of view and why you should work with us. So starting out, you have your dedicated account manager. This is somebody that you're obviously very familiar with. This would be kind of your first and main point of contact when starting a relationship with Bicom. This would be the person to help you establish your product and help you get set up with whatever your package is. From there, your account manager will kind of support your day-to-day life and your relationship with Bicom. Once that's established, you would move to deployment and training to help you on board with our products and ensure a smooth transition into your operational state. You would have a training session with them and then a Q&A session with them as well to go over any unique needs or questions that you might have. Your dedicated partner success representative. So once you've established your deployment and training, you would get assigned to a partner success rep. So once your training is completed, we would get a notification. We would kind of review your account, see what location you're in, what market you're working in, and we would assign one of our representatives based on who we feel would cover your needs the best. So aside from that, you do have 24/7 support. So we have our in-house support team, which offers top-of-the-line service. They are available anytime, and we have 3 different methods for contacting support as well to make it as flexible as possible. So you can access them through email, support chat through your account portal, and we also have our official Freshdesk support portal as well. Solutions engineering team. So we have this additional team that provides you with even more expertise and support for any ongoing projects that you may have, special deployments. Once your relationship is already established with Bicom, this is something that you can take advantage of months or years down the road if you have something new, a new project or something. We also offer trade show presence as well, and the ability to work with us on case studies and different marketing collaborations. So if you have maybe a specific success story that you want to share, we can work with you on that. We can even publish that locally to our LinkedIn, Facebook page, kind of get the word out and get your name out and your success story as well. So some other benefits that are exclusive to partner success would be additional support with ticketing, escalations, and feature requests. So I did mention ticketing previously, but the partner success team also handles escalations. So this would be something if you had maybe a recurring issue, some high priority incidents that were impacting your business. Maybe we're unsure what caused that, or you're not satisfied with the explanation, or you're not quite understanding. This will get assigned to one of our representatives where we can kind of work with you and do a bit of a further investigation to make sure that the problem is resolved and that everybody's understanding how to move forward with that. We also offer exclusive access to our partners forum. So the forum is a place where we invite all of our partners, regardless of size, business market, even revenue. It really doesn't matter. We want all of our partners to collaborate and use this platform. This is somewhere where you can kind of stay up to date on changes, share different feedback, ask questions, collaborate with not only our internal team, but other partners as well. We see partners using this a lot on a day-to-day basis, especially for sharing information about maybe third-party services that they've integrated with the Bicom platform, or we even have our product owners commenting on here quite frequently, asking for feedback about feature implementations, things that they're investigating developing that we're not quite decided yet. So it is a great opportunity for you to get more involved on both sides of things with other partners and with our internal team as well. We also have opportunities to collaborate with product owners and developers outside of the forum. So we do quite frequently, we do different types of surveys, or we may even request one-on-one meetings from the product owners themselves, depending on what type of services you're using with us. For example, when looking at deploying new omnichannel platform, we did quite a few different one-on-one meetings with some of our highest contact center users to try to gain their insight on what their markets look like, what their usage looked like, what kind of opportunity this would give us, for example. So aside from that, we do have learning materials as well through our wiki, our blog, and our resource center. We offer many different FAQs. We even have, through the Freshdesk portal, we have our knowledge base as well, which gives different updates, information on end-of-life services. And then on the blog, you can find a lot of different information there as well. So we also have, we offer assistance in coordinating with other teams. So as I mentioned previously, with the solutions engineering team, we can help you coordinate that. So if that is something you have, maybe a major project or a new deployment that you're looking at, you have some additional questions that maybe support is not quite the place to go, we can offer you a one-on-one meeting with solutions engineering. So you can schedule that at your discretion. So whatever time works best for you, you would meet with one of our engineers. And then as the partner success team, we can even join that meeting with you just to make sure that all the bases are covered, and just to have some extra eyes and ears on the call for you as well. We also offer different marketing collaborations. So we have a full white labeled marketing kit that we provide, and we can work with you on that as well. So we know a lot of our users are not only using Glowcom, they may be using Communicator or a branded version of Communicator. So we can help you with marketing materials. We offer editable copies of those so that you can upload your own logos, your own help page, support page, contact information, etc. And we're always looking for feedback, and we're happy to help on anything like that. So last but not least, and another benefit of the Partner Success team would be our Partners Program. So this Partners Program is depending on how much your business is growing and your level of collaboration with us, you can be selected to take part in this exclusive group. The program has 4 different levels, so certified, silver, gold, and platinum. And a few different benefits from the program would be, one of the main things is early access to new releases and documentation through the beta testing program. So this is something that we really take pride in, and we're constantly working on this. So it's a great opportunity to give direct feedback to the product owners. We also invite all of our Partners Program members to our monthly meetings with the product teams, where they can see what's new, ask questions, collaborate with the entire team. You also get kind of a sneak peek on what we may be working on or what we've completed in the last sprint. And during the Partners Program, we also offer access to joint webinars, many other benefits as well. So if the Partners Program is something that you are interested in, or you maybe want some more information, you can feel free to reach out to myself, or if you have a dedicated Partner Success representative already, so maybe you have Jose, Aida, or Jelana, you can feel free to reach out to either one of us, and we would be happy to go through the qualifications and see if that's something that works for you, and we can even help you grow to kind of get to that goal if that's what you're interested in. And that is all from me today. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sarah. Now, Alma, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Britain. I hope you can hear me.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. So hi, everyone. Let me first introduce myself. I'm Alma from the Deployment and Training team, and I'm here today to present a little bit about our products and benefits of using those products from the perspective of someone who works in a customer-facing team. Our team works closely with customers, since we are one of the first contacts our customers come across before being ready to go into production with their instances. What this means is that we are in charge of the onboarding process, where we deploy the systems, provide trainings for each product, and assist with any questions or issues you might come across within this period. That being said, my colleagues and I, of course, always carefully follow what our customers love about us the most and what are some of the things that we need to improve and work on, because we do believe every feedback is valuable. And all that being said, we can slowly dive into the products that we offer. I wanted to start with a bit of a product overview because of a simple reason that I believe the biggest benefit of joining BICOM is in having everything you need in one place, or at least almost everything. If you look at the products listed here, what I have just stated about the biggest benefit we offer will have much more sense. For example, the first product I would like to mention is Server. Server is our virtualization platform that will allow you to deploy multiple PBXray instances with different editions and manage it all through one user interface. However, Server has recently opened the door to other possibilities as well, since we have OCI image since the version 4.3. What this has enabled the customer to do is to use the other OCI image repositories, such as, for example, Docker Hub, instead of just being able to deploy PBXray instances, which we deploy using the built-in templates, due to PBXray being our product, of course. I would say that this particular feature that I have mentioned is just one of the examples of how Server is developing and opening new paths to step on in the future. Now, Server comes in 3 editions: Standalone, Miro, and Cluster Edition, and depending on your needs, you will choose the one that works best for you, of course. All of this, of course, is being discussed with a dedicated team to make sure the best option is found for your case, which is one more benefit, which I will mention a bit later. Furthermore, we also offer the VoIP solution, PBXray, in 3 editions as well. Besides being the world's first, it is also the most mature IP PBX system on the market. The most common feedback we get from customers switching to our VoIP solution is that we offer the biggest library of features in one place. If you decide to try PBXray at some point, you will notice that the system itself is very, very massive, and it offers various features that will help you achieve the call flow you wish to achieve. Now, even with a large number of features and options it offers already, since such as, for example, dial groups, enhanced ring groups, IVR, service plans, and many, many more, we are adding new features constantly. And I have to mention that many features, at least as far as I could have noticed as someone who works with customers all the time, many of those features come as a product of the feedback we get from customers. This is also something that I would like to mention as the benefit of joining BICOM, and something that I often hear from customers with whom I communicate on projects, and that is customer feedback is always valued here. I have mentioned that there are 3 editions of PBXray, and which one you will use will depend on your needs, of course. For example, if you need a VoIP solution for your company only, you might proceed with a business edition. If you wish to resell to other companies, multi-tenant edition would be for you. Whereas we also have a contact center for those who want to have a call center solution implemented. With the newest release, we also have implemented Omnichannel, which gave us the additional channels through which customers can communicate with agents in the contact center edition, which are live chat, SMS, and email. Next up, we have Glocom in Meeting on this list here, and which will give you the opportunity to make calls, use chat, have conference calls, have video conferencing, CRM access, faxing, file transfer functionality, and much, much more. And last but not least, I would like also to mention Ciprat, which is a PBXray and server module that provides protection from SIP attacks. Now, since security is of highest importance in BICOM, we have Ciprat module for both server and PBXray, depending on which setup you're using for your business, of course. Having Ciprat implemented in your instances is crucial, since brute force attacks are quite frequent, as we all know, and if not detected, can be a big threat to the system security. Now, for the purpose of this webinar, this is just a very, very brief overview of the products, for which we have well-defined and available trainings as well. So feel free to check the training library if you would like to know more about a certain product, because during those trainings that we offer, we go into detail about each product and explain all the features it offers, as well as cover your questions along the way. Now, I would need the next slide. Thank you. Now, this product overview gave us the introduction we need to understand what the benefit to switching to our products is. Now, one of the benefits would be a unified solution in one place. What this means is that we will offer you the virtualization platform on which you will deploy your VoIP system, after which you will use Glocom for communication and meeting, for video conferencing, and all that while being protected with an integrated Ciprat module. All of these are Bicom Systems products. On top of that, you will be able to manage it all through one serverware GUI. No matter which editions of PBX we are running, they will all be available on the same virtualization platform. You will also be able to back up your data and restore if needed, as well as have a seamless failover of services in case of issues. Now, since I'm mentioning this seamless failover of services in case of issues, this is something else that makes our server amazing. And that is the fact that we have GR or geo-redundancy option available, where basically you would be able to deploy a new server instance on a remote destination, and in case of issues would be able to take over the services on that location in a matter of minutes, making sure your services are running while the issue is being resolved on the primary site. Now, this taking care of issues situation leads us to the other benefit I would like to mention, and that is support access. As Sarah also mentioned, we offer 24/7 support access. But what else we have there is that when using Bicom products, you have all the support you need in one place, which, at least in my opinion, is a big benefit. There's no need to go to different providers for each service. For example, to one provider for issues related to the virtualization platform you're using or a hosted environment you are hosting your VPS in, and to the other for the SIP protection solution and so on. In this case, you will have all the support you need once you contact our support team. You would simply define the issue, and our support team would proceed with inspecting all the levels on which the source of the issue could have appeared. So you would have that support on all the levels, in a lack of better words. Now, if we move on to the next slide. Okay, so now why would you switch to Bicom Systems products? Besides all of the previously mentioned reasons that we have here as well on this slide, I would also like to mention this constant growth and new features. This is something that we work very hard on, where we try to bring something new and improve our already existing features and really good features, stable features, constantly. And as mentioned before, we value your feedback, so you will be able to submit the feature requests and help us make our products even better and greater for all of us, of course. And if we move on to the next slide. So moving on to partnership benefits. We have actually covered most of them along the way while talking about products. That's why I wanted to start with products in the first place, but let us summarize it a bit now. 24/7 support access and dedicated teams for customer experience, and open to feedback and constructive criticism, constantly looking for to implement your requests and make the products and customer experience better. This is something that we have already mentioned and covered, but I would like to add on this a little bit by giving an example of the benefits you receive during the onboarding process. Our onboarding process is simple and well-defined, and you will have dedicated teams all along for different phases of the onboarding process. Now, if we move to the next slide, you will have examples of what it looks like. For example, staging calls. In this phase, you will have a dedicated solutions engineer who will discuss your case with you, where you will be deciding which addition to go with, what your future plans are, what items you will need to provide, what to expect from us, and similar. They will approve your, for example, in a case of a server, they will approve your hardware. You will agree on which hardware to purchase, and so on. So you will get your support technical part from the technical point of view. You will get your support from the solutions engineers during the staging call. Then the project goes to the deployment and training team, where we try to customize the project to fit your needs, where we have conference calls. Even though you have gone through the staging calls, we then move on to our team, and then we have conference calls with you. That is, for example, where we are discussing whether you are more interested in some features over the others, to make sure we cover it in the training session in more details, maybe, or we discuss what you expect to achieve with our products and what is the priority for you, and similar. So even though we have those training flows and project flows well defined and they are pretty straightforward, we explain them at the beginning, we still leave place for customizing to meet your needs. Now, next up, we have constant email communication, where we try to give daily updates on the progress of the project. Then constantly expanding the training shop offers is due to the fact that we change our products all the time. We add new features. Therefore, we need to expand the training. So our trainings are always up to date. With the new features, we add on that training. Sometimes if it's a big release, we have a totally new training offer, totally new training defined, and so on. customizing the training according to customers' needs. That's something that we already covered. Well-defined projects and training flows. And then we have testing period and Q&A sessions. We'll touch on this a bit later as well. So we can move on to the next slide. So these last two are actually on this slide as well. So that's why I wanted for us to move here. So the last thing I would like to add as a deployment and training engineer is that our main focus is always on customer satisfaction. As you can see on this slide here, this is the general project flow when the project comes to our team, where we do the onboarding for customers. You have the deployment phase where we deploy the system, and then we test the system, of course. If everything is working properly, we move on to the training and testing phase. During the training phase, we cover all the trainings that you have decided to take with us. And then you have the testing phase, in which we provide documentation that is mentioned in the previous slide. So we provide the documentation to help you go through the testing phase. And this is where you find any possible issues or questions you come across. And then we move on to the Q&A session, where you are going to send all your questions our way, and we cover all your questions, meaning that we make sure to answer all the questions and solve all the possible issues before completing the onboarding process and sending the customer into production. And after that, of course, you will have support access. So basically, as I mentioned at the beginning, one of the biggest benefits in my opinion, when working with BICOM, is that you have that assistance throughout the onboarding process, but also later on. And that would be it for me. Hope you enjoyed, and thank you.
Thank you so much, Alma. And now we will have Sarah presenting a special offer for all the attendees.
So we do just have something we want to mention to you guys that's exclusive for you for attending this webinar today. So we have an option for you to get a free multi-tenant license with the purchase of a perpetual license startup package. This is for new partners only, but for new and existing partners, we're offering a 50% off a omnichannel add-on for contact center for 1 year. Or for new and existing partners, again, we're offering a 50% off Glowcom Meeting Business Edition for 1 year. So if this is something that you have more questions about or you want to take advantage of, you can reach out to your dedicated account manager if you have any questions. We do also have Philip, our sales manager, on the call here now, who may be able to answer a couple of things for you too.
Thank you, Sarah. Now I believe it's time for Q&A sessions. So if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to write them in the chat. Okay, I believe we have one question. Will omnichannel be added for multi-tenant? Maybe Alma can answer this from the deployment and training point of view, but unfortunately, we don't have our omnichannel contact center product owner on this call.
Hi, Bilena. Well, I do not have this information, unfortunately. So we can, I guess, check with our product owners. But as far as I know, it wasn't discussed yet. If someone else has a different answer, feel free to jump in. But as far as I don't know, we did not discuss it yet.
Okay, thank you, Alma. We also have another question. Someone would like to book a meeting with the sales representative. Philip, can you maybe elaborate on that?
Sure, this is for Grant. Grant, by all means, reach out to me direct. I'll put my email address directly into the chat, and you can reach out to me direct, and I'll assign an account manager based on the geographical region that you're in and what's best suited for you.
Thank you, Philip. We also have a hi from Luis Mendez. So hi, Luis. Okay, Luis says that he's from TechBase Portugal and that they are already in contact with Saulio from BICOM Systems US, but they would like to schedule a meeting. So I believe that Philip already covered this, but maybe you can elaborate on this further.
We can look into it and see who your partner success representative is that's assigned and get someone to reach out to you too, Louis.
Okay, thank you, Sarah, for jumping in. We also have another question. I am an existing client. I would like to get a demo of the call center functionality and omnichannel. Should I reach out to my representative for that?
Yes, I'll answer that one. Best to reach out to your rep. If you'd like, Vadim, I can put in my email address if you're not sure who your rep is.
Okay, thank you, Philip. We have another question. Can I request a demo of omnichannel product?
You can certainly do that via your rep. If you'd like a demo, you can take that through the same method that you would take Glowcom trials and things like that. It is available as a trial that you can add on to an existing license if you'd like to try it yourself.
Thank you, Philip. We also have another question from Grant. Could you touch on how you support various SIP providers?
This one is for me. We don't actually have a list of SIP providers we support. Basically, you just provide the credentials, and so far, all the SIP providers you have sent our way, we were able to configure with PBXer. So we are not, let's say, limited in that field.
Okay, thank you, Alma. If you have more questions, please don't hesitate to write them down.
I can take this question. Depending on which training materials you're looking for, we can definitely help with that. I don't know what your account is or who your representative is, but we can schedule a meeting and go through some of the training materials that we have with you. If you want to send an email maybe to myself, I can post my email address and then we can kind of book something from there.
Thank you, Sarah. Okay, we have another question. What about the white label editable marketing material? I still have only been able to find ones that are 4 or 5 years old. Is there any newer ones? Sarah, maybe you can touch upon this.
Yeah, definitely. Hi, Vadim. So right now we are actually working with our marketing team to produce new updated materials that are reflected of version 7, 7.1, and 7.2 to come. So yeah, that's a great question. I know the ones that you have access to now are a couple years old, but we will have some new material very soon. And I think that you were in contact with Jose about this question previously. So we took that into consideration and started working on that. So you should have some material very, very soon. We did receive some just today, actually. So we should have maybe in the coming week or two, we should have some new updated catalogs.
Thank you, Sarah. And Luis asked, will you send a recording of this webinar? Yes, of course. Okay, I don't see any movement in the Q&A section. So thanks everyone for joining today's webinar. I hope that you learned some valuable information. If you have any further questions, don't hesitate to reach out to us, and enjoy the rest of your day. Goodbye.
Thank you, everyone. Bye.
Bye.